sure they're mounted properly secure, no damage, none missing. Alright, I'm gonna check my brake hose, make sure there's no cuts, abrasives, or bulges in my brake hose. It's not leaking. I'm gonna check my brake chamber, make sure it's mounted properly secured, no damage, not leaking. I'm gonna check my slack adjusters, make sure it's mounted properly secured, no damage. It's at a 90-degree angle and no more than 1 inch play in my slack adjuster and push rod with the brake release. Alright, I'm gonna check my pins, bolts, nuts, cotter pins, make sure they're all present and not damaged. Alright, I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna check my shoes, liners, and pads on my doors. Make sure that there's no damage to my pads, shoes, liners, no less than 1/4 inch thickness. Check my brake drum, make sure there's no cracks, damage to my brake drum, no blowing. Blowing is a sign of overheating. I'm gonna check my tires, make sure they're mounted properly secure, it's properly sealed to my rim, no less than 2/32 tread depth, 105 psi, and no abrasion, bulges, or cuts in my tires. Alright, I'm gonna check the spacing between my tires, make sure there's no debris between my tires. Alright, then I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna check my rim, make sure there's no illegal welds on my rim, make sure there's no damage, no cracks in my rim. I'm gonna check my valve stem, make sure it has a cap on it. I'm gonna check my lug nuts, make sure they're all present and tight, no rust. Rust is a sign of looseness. I'm gonna check my axle hub seal, make sure all bolts are present, it's tight and it's not leaking, filled to the proper level. Alright, I'm gonna check my shocks and my airbags, make sure they're mounted properly secure, no damage, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts in my airbag. Alright, I'm gonna check my lock and jaw release handle, make sure it's in the lock position and it's working properly and no damage. Alright, I'm gonna check my apron, make sure it's mounted properly secure, no damage to my apron. I'm gonna check my 5th wheel skid plate, make sure it's mounted properly secure, no damage to my skid plate, make sure it's properly greased and there's no spacing between my apron and my 5th wheel skid plate. Alright, I'm gonna make sure my 5th wheel skid plate locking pins is in the lock position. Alright, I'm gonna check this set of door liner, shoes, and pads the same as I checked these here. Alright, get up under here, and I know what I forgot up there. I forgot to check that torque arm. I'm gonna check that torque arm up there, make sure it's mounted properly secure, not bent, no damage. I'm gonna check this torque arm, make sure it's mounted properly secure, no damage, not bent. Alright, I'm gonna check my locking jaw, make sure it's locked around the shank of my kingpin. I'm gonna check my kingpin, make sure it's mounted properly secure and it has no damage to it. Alright, now I'm gonna check my flooring while I'm here, make sure my flooring is solid, no holes, no damage to my flooring, all my ribs are in place, no damage to my ribs. I'm gonna check my brake light, turn signals, 4-way reflectors, and my reverse light. Make sure they're mounted properly secured, no damage, they're working properly, and they're the proper color. Alright, I'm gonna check my mud flap, make sure it's mounted properly secured, no damage, make sure my DOT tape is the proper color. Alright, I'm gonna check my landing gear, make sure it's mounted properly secured, no damage, raised to the proper level, and my handle is in the lock position. Alright, I'm gonna check my side panels, make sure there's no panels missing, no damage to my side panels. Check my DOT tape, make sure it's the proper color. Alright, I'm gonna check my marker light, make sure it's mounted properly secured, no damage, and it's the proper color. I'm gonna check my air hoses, make sure there's no abrasion, bulges, or cuts in my air hoses, and they are hanging no less than 18 inches from the ground. Alright, I'm gonna check my sliding panel. Check my sliding panel, make sure it's mounted properly secured, no damage. I'm gonna check my release handle for my locking pins to make sure there's no damage to my release handle, is working properly, and my locking pins are in the lock position. Alright, and get on up under here. Alright, I'm gonna check my brake chamber, make sure it's mounted properly secured, no damage, not leaking. I'm gonna check my air hoses, make sure they're mounted properly secured, no damage. Alright, I'm gonna check my leaf spring hanger, make sure it's mounted properly secured, no damage. I'm gonna check my leaf springs, make sure they're mounted properly secured, no damage. I'm gonna check my shocks and my airbag, make sure they're mounted properly secured, no damage. Make sure my airbag has no abrasion, bulges, or cuts in them. I'm gonna check my slack adjuster and push rod, make sure they're mounted properly secure, 90-degree angle, no more than 1 inch plate with the brakes released. Alright, I'm gonna check, this one here ain't got no torque arm on it. Some of them got torque arms on the back of them and some of them don't. Alright, I'm gonna go here. Check my shoe liners and pads, make sure there's no damage to my shoe liners and pads, no less than 1/4 inch thickness. Alright, I'm gonna check my tire, no less than 2 30-second tread there, 105 PSI. My no abrasion bulges or cuts in my tire is properly sealed to my rim. Alright, I'm gonna check the spacing between my wheels. Make sure there's no debris between my wheels. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna check my rim. Make sure there's no illegal wheels on my rim, no damage to my rim, no cracks. I'm gonna check my valve stem, make sure it has a cap on it. I'm gonna check all my lug nuts, make sure they're all present and tight, no rust. Rust is a sign of looseness. Check my oil hub seal, make sure it's mounted properly secure, not leaking, and it's filled to the proper level. I check these dual line of shoes and pads the same as I check these dual line of shoes and pads. Alright, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna check my door hanger. Make sure it's mounted properly secure, no damage. I'm gonna check my mud flap, make sure it's mounted properly secure, no damage. I'm gonna check my ABS light, make sure it's mounted properly secure, no damage, it's the proper color and it's working. Check my marker light, make sure it's mounted properly secure, no damage, it's the proper color. Alright, I'm gonna jump down here, check my tag light, make sure it's mounted properly secure, no damage, and it's the proper color. Alright, so now I'm gonna check my door hanger, my door hinges, and my door ties. Make sure they're mounted properly secured, no damage. Alright, I'm gonna check my reflector lights up there. Make sure they're mounted properly secured, no damage, the proper color. Check my doors. Make sure my doors open and close properly and they're in proper alignment. I'm gonna check my DOT tape on my doors. Make sure it's the proper color. Alright, I'm gonna check my DOT bumper. Make sure it's mounted properly secured, no damage. I'm gonna check my DOT tape on my bumper to make sure it's the proper color. Check my reverse light, turn light, tail light. Make sure they're mounted properly secured, no damage. They're the proper color and they're working properly. And with that, I check this side of my truck the same as I check this side of my truck.